Let's
Welcome
do it.
to Picks and Parlays. This is Game Time Decision. My name is Nicholas Earl. I'm joined here by my brother Tim. As you guys can tell, no Lenny today. He'll be back tomorrow. But we do have an injury report to go over for the NHL and the NBA. Then we'll answer some questions. Then we're gonna head on out. Give you guys everything you may need injury wise and news wise for the NHL and the NBA. And hopefully have a good night. Big slate in the NHL. We have a few games in the NBA. We're gonna kick it on off here with the NHL though, and I'm gonna kick it on off here. So, see you, Tim. All right, in the NHL, we're gonna be kicking it off here with the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Carolina Hurricanes. For the Columbus Blue Jackets, Elvis Merzlikins makes his return in net. It was the first time he's been in net since the game against the Carolina Hurricanes on the 1st. He gave up 4 goals on 15 shots in that game. He got hurt, I believe, in that game as well. And then Korpisalo came in and gave up the last 3. They will most likely be getting Alexander Texier back, but they lost Jacob Voracek to the COVID list. On the other side, Frederick Anderson confirmed in net. Jacob Slavin is going to be out for this matchup, though. I believe he's on the COVID-19 list. He's due back potentially on the 18th. Any way, shape, and form you can get on the Carolina Hurricanes tonight, I probably have a ticket on it. That's all I need to say about that one. Vancouver Canucks and the Tampa Bay Lightning here. The next matchup for the Vancouver Canucks, Thatcher Demko confirmed in nets. They are without a few just like bench players. Chassian not in Harmonic. They're still without Suter. They're still without just a couple of bench players, depth players that they're without. On the other side, they will be the Lightning will be without Ryan McDonough and Andre Palat. Other than that, these teams are relatively easy. It looks like Andre Vasilevsky is expected. Don't be surprised if it might be Brian Elliott, though. We don't know the goalie for the Tampa Bay Lightning yet, and nothing is confirmed. So for that one, that is what we're looking there. I have the over. I'm hoping it is Brian Elliott. Next here, we get an interesting game. Philadelphia Flyers at the Boston Bruins in this one here. Still a lot of injuries, a lot of things to look at here. Carter Hart confirmed in net for the Philadelphia Flyers. They're going to be without Ristolainen. They're still without Sean Couturier. They're still without Ryan Ellis. They're still without Nate Thompson. On the other side, the Boston Bruins, get this, Tuukka Rask confirmed in net, making his first appearance of the season. Nick Foligno out. Grzelcyk out. Connor Clifton out. Frederick out. So they're going to be without a few players as well. As much as I hate the Flyers, or not hate the Flyers, but look to fade the Flyers so far this season, should be a lean towards Philadelphia if I had to get anything in this game. I pass, though. Moving on to the next matchup here. And I totally forgot the New York Islanders played hockey. This is their first game since the new year, or since New Year's Day. And I think this is their second game. This will be their third game since the 19th of December. They've played 2 games in the last 3.5, 4 weeks. But all the concerns are on the side of the New Jersey Devils. John Gillies has confirmed in net. They signed a backup emergency goalie. And after this show, I'm going to be throwing on my Devils jersey and seeing if I can get a spot as a goalie for that team as well. They're going to be without Mackenzie Blackwood. That just adds to the list there, as they're also without Bernier. And there was one other. They're without Schmidt as well, which was their third string goalie. So a lot of goalie issues here for the New Jersey Devils. They'll also be without Jesper Bratt. They're also without Severson. They're also without Hamilton. They're also without Thompson. On the Islanders side, they haven't played in a while, but they're getting healthy. Ryan Pulock is the only one officially out for tonight. Kyle Palmieri is a game-time decision for the matchup tonight. I'm on the over 5.5. I got it at plus 123 yesterday. I don't mind it there. Next matchup here, we are looking at the Winnipeg Jets and the Detroit Red Wings. This matchup here, Connor Hellebuck confirmed in net for the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets they're going to be without a few players though. No Brendan Dillon, No Nikolai Ehlers, no Logan Stanley, no Paul Stastny, no Blake Wheeler still. On the other side, Dylan Larkin's questionable for this game. And other than that, Troy Stretcher is going to be out still, and Verana's still out for them as well. And Nedeljkovic is confirmed in net. I like the over in this spot. We have a Winnipeg team that hasn't played in a few days. A lot of these Canadian teams not playing many home games right now because, well, the Canadian team owners want to sell tickets, and you can't sell tickets if you're not allowed to have fans in Canada right now. They haven't played since the 6th, so they have a little bit of a layoff. They got blown out 7-1 in their last game. I also have the team total over for the Winnipeg Jets. I lean towards them on the money line as well. Next matchup here, the Seattle Kraken travel to the St. Louis Blues in this one. The Kraken, Chris Driedger confirmed in nets with the second half of a back-to-back they played last night against the Dallas Stars. Now they head to St. Louis, 2 tough home teams they'll go up against. Morgan Geekie, Jaden Schwartz, and Brandon Tanev are out for tonight, or Morgan Geekie is questionable. On the other side, St. Louis is going to have some injuries as well here. No Colton Parayko, no David Perron, no Braden Shen, and no Vladimir Tarasenko. I still think the Blues take care of business in this game, though. Seattle on the second half of a back-to-back. And they have just looked like absolute crap lately. So, but don't worry, Kraken, you're not going to be the team that looks the worst tonight. We'll get to that. Now, Buffalo Sabres are at the Nashville Predators in this one here. Confirmed in net for the Buffalo Sabres, Aaron Dell. Yes, Aaron Dell is in net with his stellar 0-5 record with a 4.51 goals allowed average and an .872 save percentage this year. Why is he in net tonight? Well, it's pretty simple. The top 4 goalies for the Buffalo Sabres heading into the season are not available. They've been without Craig Anderson and Dave Tokarski for a while. But in their last game, not only did they get slaughtered 6-1 by the Tampa Bay Lightning, they lost Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, one of their bright stars potentially in net, and they lost the oil can, or whatever you want to call him, of Malcolm Subban as well. They're going to be still without Middlestat, still without Peyton Krebs, no Cagliata, no Thompson. This is a banged-up Buffalo team. On the other side, Philip Forsberg's not available, and Trennan is going to be out for this game as well. UC Saros confirmed in net. This is a similar situation to Carolina tonight. Feels like any way, shape, or form you can get onto the Nashville Predators, I'm on it. I'm on their puck line. I'm on their team total over, and I think over 6 in this game as well. I think this is one of those, another one like the other night against Lightning, 6-1, 7-1 type of score. All right, next one. Montreal Canadiens are at the Chicago Blackhawks here. And this one is definitely...
Stop it. Get some help.
The 1-800-GAMBLER game of the night. I want nothing to do with this game. If I would have to lean one way, it would be towards the Canadiens, just because I think the Chicago Blackhawks should be minus 250 to absolutely nobody in this league. Jake Allen, not available. He got hurt last night. Eric Romanov is questionable, but still the list of players out. Weidman got suspended today for his headbutt in last night's game. Jake Evans out. Paul Byron, Joel Edmondson, Brendan Gallagher, Matthew Pearl, Trisdale, Toffoli, Weber. I mean, all those guys are still out for these Montreal Canadiens. On the other side, Seth Jones not available, along with Tyler Johnson for the Blackhawks. Montembeault expected in net for the Canadiens. Marc-Andre Fleury confirmed in the Blackhawks. I want nothing to do with this game tonight. This was a pretty easy pass for me. Next game here. Battle of 2 teams that have been on a little bit of a layoff. Ottawa Senators and the Calgary Flames. For this matchup, Matt Murray confirmed in net. Is that right? Matt Murray confirmed in net. We haven't seen him start in a very long time. He was 0-6 this year with a 3.76 ERA, goals allowed average, 883 save percentage. He did get into the game against Toronto on the first and gave up 6 goals on 40 shots. So he did not look good in his only start. The Ottawa Senators will also be without Tim Stützle, Chris Tierney, Shane Pinto, Colin White, and Nikita Zaitsev. They're missing a few players tonight. And Calgary is healthy. The only player they're missing, I think, is their third string goalie in Parsons. That's it. This Calgary team is healthy. I like the over in this game. I got over 6 at I think plus 104. I think we see goals in this one. Next matchup here, Pittsburgh Penguins at the LA Kings. Jonathan Quick confirmed for the Kings. Tristan Jarry confirmed for the Penguins. The Penguins will be without Brock McGinn tonight, along with Zach Aston Reese, Brian Rust, and Jason Zucker. On the other side, the Kings will be without Athanasiou, Edler, and Sean Walker. I'm taking a shot with the home dog in the spot here with the LA Kings. That's where I'm looking at for that matchup. Final matchup of the night. This should be an interesting one here. The New York Rangers are at the San Jose Sharks in this spot here. And looking at this game, expected goalies, Georgiev and Hill. We do not have any confirmations on that. Keep an eye out for that. It could be the return of Igor Shesterkin in net for the New York Rangers. The Rangers will be without Barclay Goodrow. They'll be without Ryan Reeves, and they'll be without Dryden Hunt. On the other side, Noah LeBlanc for the Sharks, and that's really the only big name that they're missing. Obviously, James Reimer is not available, so it's most likely going to be Aiden Hill. Once again, took a shot here with the road team or the home dog in this spot against the New York Rangers. I'm not 100% sold on this Rangers team quite yet, so that's where I'm looking at for today's slate here. We're going to bring Tim back in, and we'll transition over to the NBA.
Yeah, that sounds good. We do have a slightly smaller NBA slate today. We have 5 games in it. I'll go ahead and take Nick out of here. We get to start off with probably the biggest, most anticipated game of the day. We get the Golden State Warriors heading to Milwaukee to face off against the Bucks in this game. Only significant injuries is Drew Holiday will be out on the Milwaukee side with an ankle injury, calf injury for Draymond Green. He will remain out. Other than that, nothing of significance. Should be a really good game. This one did go from a 3-point spread last night, and it's down to a 1-point spread now. I'm still liking the Milwaukee Bucks at home. I think they get the job done in a pretty good MVP versus MVP type matchup with Giannis and with Curry. So it should be a really good matchup tonight. I'm going to be on the Bucks. Move on to the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies. Hottest team in basketball right now, Memphis Grizzlies. In terms of injuries in this game, Dylan Brooks will remain out for the Grizzlies. He's expected to be sidelined for at least another 3 to 5 weeks with a sprained left ankle. And that was on the 9th. So he's got about 3 to 5 weeks out, but we've seen what they've been able to do without him. COVID protocols, questionable for tonight's game is Steven Adams. And then there's not really anything on that Timberwolves side. I really don't care. I think Grizzlies take care of business tonight. I think it's a good spot for them. They've won 10 straight games, covered in 9 out of the 10. And the only one that they did not cover in, they were 6-point favorites versus the Lakers, and they won by 5. So they've been the hottest team in basketball. I'm going to continue to ride with the Memphis Grizzlies. Then we get to a lull part of the night. The next game is the Clippers and the Pelicans. Looking at it, Paul George remains out for the Clippers. Luke Kennard out, Hartenstein out, Winslow out. Other than that, there's not any other significant injuries. This is a game that I left off on, probably lean towards the Clippers, just because we've seen how well they've been performing without these guys. The fact that they're still even 500 is quite crazy. And then the only reason I didn't really bet it, I feel like it could be a letdown spot after their big comeback versus the Denver Nuggets the other night after they were down 25 points at one point. So for that one, I laid off. Thunder and the Nets is the next game up. And news coming out of it, obviously Kyrie cannot play in New York, so he's going to be out for today. And Kevin Durant will also be out. He is resting tonight. So he is out after this is going to be the second leg of a back-to-back for the Nets. On that, also a couple other players sitting out for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge remains out. Patty Mills is out. Claxton out. Joe Harris remains out. So a bunch of players out on that net side. It would be a lean towards the Thunder. I'm no longer interested in them. I wish I grabbed them at +7 earlier. That line is now down to a 5.5 in some books. So not really too interested in this game. I am interested in this final game of the night. We get the Blazers and the Nuggets. Nuggets up to a 10.5, 11-point favorite, and they deserve to be that big. Am I betting it? No. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Anthony Simons, Norman Powell, all out along with Larry Nance Jr. A couple players questionable, game time decisions, bench players, not a big deal on both sides. On the Nuggets side, Will Barton is probable for today's game. So other than Murray and Porter, this Nuggets team is healthy. And they got it. I feel like this is definitely a bounce back game for them against the Blazers, which are not a good team this year and they're missing a lot of players. But I do have a bet for this one, and it's the over 212. Even though the Portland Trail Blazers are without a bunch of players, I do think that we're going to get a little bit of more high scoring game in this one. Normally when these two teams face off, we get a higher scoring matchup. But that is the entire NBA slate, only 5 games. We'll go ahead and bring Nick back in. We'll go say hi to the chat and everything, and we'll keep rolling.
Yeah. Let me go all the way to the top of the chat here. There we go. What's good, Francisco? How are you doing? Gave the like. Appreciate it. What's good, Gloria? What's up, Elliot? Hurricanes -1.5. Absolutely. Absolutely. Canes puck line. I like it. Boston and Reg with Tuukka back. I stayed off that game. I don't know what to expect from Tuukka Rask. To be completely honest, he could come out and be extremely rusty because he hasn't played a game all season. That being said, he could also come out and look absolutely fantastic and shut out this Flyers team. I wanted nothing to do with that game. Blues puck line, I have them Reg. Blackhawks puck line, I can't touch the Blackhawks at -200 or whatever. Even a puck line at close to even money, absolutely not. Rangers money line, I'm on the Sharks. What's up, Gloria?
Everybody's saying hi to each other. Yes.
Yeah, everyone's saying hi to each other. Bulls got killed by the Nets.
Yeah, that was ugly. All my plays were ugly last night.
Where did Joe Kryptonite with his locked parlay yesterday?
Yeah, that
all
was
the favorites won. Not all the favorites won yesterday. Coyotes won. All over on Blue Jackets games. Yes, I'm on the over in that game as well. I'm on Carolina team total. I'm on Carolina Reg. I'm on Carolina anything. So yeah, I have a lot invested into that Blue Jacket game tonight. Yes, I am. What's up, Mr. Mika? Vincent coming in. Carolina puck line. Yes. Jets puck line. I have the team total over. Nashville puck line. Absolutely. Blues puck line. I have the Reg line. Penguins money line. Rangers money line. I'm on the opposite two sides of those. Danica Patrick. In hockey, Kings, Pens over. I didn't bet a total on that one. Senators, Flames under. I like the over. And Rangers money line. I'm on the Sharks. Nashville puck line. Ham purse with a key. Yeah, I mean, I like the puck line here with Nashville tonight. They're playing Aaron Dell and the Buffalo Sabres. I'm sorry, Tim. The Sabres suck. Tim wins last Woodie standing before Buffalo wins the Stanley Cup. Well, that's just saying Tim wins the last Woodie standing in the next 15 years. So,
hey, hold on.
Like Vincent. I like Buffalo to win first. Okay. I heard that bet on Morningwood. Yeah. Okay, Danica. Come on, Blackhawks going to smash them. I'm not betting the Blackhawks at -200. The Blackhawks shouldn't be a -200 versus anybody in the league. I do not care. This is a team that lost 5-3 to the Coyotes. Give me a break. Canadiens can come out and beat them tonight. I'm leading Canadiens +1.5. Nashville -1.5. Yes. My brother named Patrick, though. Fair enough. Agree about Blackhawks being -250. Yeah, I don't like them there. All right. They're laughing.
Mm-mm.
3 winners for college basketball, Tim. Grand Canyon, Wright State, and
It's just 2 of them there. Grand Canyon. I don't think we bet either of those games. To be completely honest, I'm trying to find where they are. Grand Canyon. We have, if it's -5, it would be a lean towards Abilene Christian at +5, and then Wright State. I believe we have maybe a total in that game. I want to say. I just can't find it here. Wright State. Yeah,
Wright State. We're on the under 152 against Robert Morris.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, and at 6, it would be a lean towards Robert Morris.
Does layoffs in NHL mean more goals? From
Most
what
likely,
I've
yes.
seen, absolutely. Absolutely it does. That's why I like the over in the Isles game tonight as well. It's pretty simple. You don't lose your scoring ability with those long layoffs, though, but you do get rusty defensively, and we've seen turnovers lead to bad defensive play lead to tons of goals here in these teams that are off of long breaks. So keep an eye out that, and you'll see that plenty of times with COVID this season. So definitely keep an eye out. Teams that have been out good 10 days, yeah, they're going to be rusty. You saw that last night with the Canadiens as well. Of course, that game pushed the over, but we see that a lot with teams on long breaks. They go over the total. Penguins team total over. I can see that game going over, so I guess I like the Kings in that spot, though. Where's the third? Where's the third one? You only gave 2. Over in the Wisconsin game against Ohio State.
Yes, that's actually my buzzer beater.
My buzzer beater is the Flames of Illinois, Chicago, +3.5.
There you go.
NBA, I like the Pelicans, Clippers over, and the Thunder +7.
Pelicans, Clippers over. That one I lean towards the under. I obviously I didn't bet that game. And Thunder, I wish I bet the Thunder earlier.
Yeah, I unfortunately am on the Nets tonight. I got them at -7. I am on the Clippers in that other game at +3.5 and +135 money line.
Good luck.
Gonna tell you, Danica. All right, over in Georgetown game. I believe we're on that as well.
Yes, with them and Butler. Yep.
Bucks missing guards. I heard. I like Golden State's.
Bucks are missing Drew Holiday. Golden State's missing Green. So do with that as you wish. I'm on the Bucks.
I like Bucks also.
Yep.
Over in the Grizzlies game.
Why not? And that would work out nicely with probably my only player prop I bet today. I don't bet player props often. Over 39 or 40 pra for Ja Morant.
I like it. Even last matchup, lopsided went over.
Yep.
You like the over, Danica, the overs. Last 3 games, both teams separate. Stats trending over.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Clippers. So do I. I got the Clippers +3.5 and +135. Sub Twins, do you think the Penguins and Kings game will go over 5.5? I would lean that way, but this is also Tristan Yari and Jonathan Quick. We can easily see 2-2 at the end of regulation. Correct. I know someone who did bet the under in that game. So
who?
Terry. Harding gets 35 points tonight.
I hope not.
No Mills, no wins. Do you think the Pelicans will go over 108.5 team total? I like the Clippers, so I hope not.
They could, but I don't see that. I see that game being an ugly under game.
Indiana +5.
We got the under. That line was really, we got under, I believe it was 151. Under 151. It would be a lean towards Indiana +5. We have Iowa -4 as our line. So
fair enough. Thoughts on? Here you go, Tim. Have fun with that.
Oh God, I don't really do player props. Kesley Edwards, I believe he's on Minnesota. No, that's Anthony. I don't even know who these guys are. JV over. I could see that with the rebounds. Cat over assists, 3.5. That's a low amount number. Normally, he's pretty good with getting those. D'Angelo Russell over 25.5 points and assists. I could see that, but honestly, I'm gonna say D'Angelo Russell. Take a step back with him with Klay Thompson and Curry being in. That's gonna get him less usage. So just be careful with that. Josh Hart over 13.5 points for the Pelicans, I believe. Once again, be careful because there's still a couple of players above Hart on that team, so we'll see. And then Herbert Jones, I don't even remember who he plays for, over 10.5 points. So I don't really do player props that often. So good luck. I didn't bet any of these.
Yo, bad beat last night. Had to cash out.
Yeah, you mean half your parlay?
Yeah.
No. We actually got the under in that game.
We're on the under in that game. Arizona team total over. We're on Arizona minus the points in the under. So we think we think that's going to be a blowout.
That can cash too. And then Colorado, I think they're playing Colorado, right? No, they're playing Colorado. Colorado can put up 50 points tonight. We'd be fine.
Yeah. Should get about 80 points.
Yeah, maybe. Cashed out too. Okay.
Not a problem. And I like that Josh Hart prop. I just played it. Cool. Good luck. But we've reached the bottom of our chat. So that should just about wrap everything up. Tim, anything you want to say before we head on out?
Let's make some money tonight.
Yeah. But if you haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the Picks and Parlays channel if you guys haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified whenever Picks and Parlays goes live. If you want to check out more of Tim and I, you can check us out over our Earl Sports Bets on YouTube as well. Hit the subscribe button when you're there. And that should just about wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck. You know the drill, unless you're against us.
Good luck, guys.